Welcome back to English Listening Podcast. Today, we're talking about women in tennis, a topic that is not just about sports, but also about history, science, and social change. Tennis is one of the most popular sports for women, producing some of the greatest female athletes in history. But it hasn't always been easy for girls in tennis. Today, we'll explore how women fought for equality in the sport, the science behind their success, and the challenges they still face. Tennis has been a game for both men and women since the late 19th century. However, in the beginning, women were expected to play in long skirts and corsets, making movement difficult. The matches were often more about social status than competition, but over time, women began to challenge these limits. One of the first big moments in women's tennis came in 1973 with Billie Jean King. She played in the famous Battle of the Sexes match against Bobby Riggs, a former men's champion who claimed that women's tennis was inferior. Billie Jean King won, proving that female players deserved respect and equal recognition. Her victory helped push for equal prize money in tournaments like the US Open, making tennis one of the few sports where men and women are paid the same in major competitions. Many people assume men are naturally better at sports, but science shows that women's tennis is just as impressive, just in a different way. First, women rely more on strategy and endurance. While men's matches often feature powerful serves and aggressive play, women's matches focus more on long rallies, precision, and smart positioning. Studies show that women's matches often last longer because they involve more back-and-forth exchanges, making them exciting to watch. Another key factor is reaction speed. In both men's and women's tennis, players have less than 0.5 seconds to react to a serve. This means that the brain and muscles must work together at an incredible speed. Female players, on average, have better flexibility and faster recovery times, allowing them to play long, physically demanding matches. Even though women have achieved a lot in tennis, they still face challenges and stereotypes. Many people still believe men's tennis is more exciting because of the faster speed of the ball. However, others argue that women's tennis is more strategic and unpredictable, making it just as, if not more, engaging. Another issue is media coverage. Female tennis players often receive less attention than male players, and when they do, the focus is sometimes on their appearance rather than their performance. Studies show that in sports journalism, women athletes are more likely to be described using words like beautiful or graceful instead of strong or powerful. This bias affects how people see women's sports, even when female players are breaking records and achieving greatness. Despite these challenges, the future of girls in tennis looks bright. Players like Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, and Iga Swiatek have inspired a new generation of young female athletes. More girls are picking up a racket, dreaming of becoming the next tennis champion. At the same time, the fight for equality in sports continues. More tournaments are paying men and women equally, and media coverage of female athletes is improving. Social attitudes are also changing, with more people recognizing that talent and dedication, not gender, should define a great athlete. That's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed this discussion, share it with your friends and keep supporting women's sports. See you next time on English Listening Podcast.